Hello everyone, welcome to Divine and Wild Tarot. In today's pick a card reading, we're going to go over what do people notice most about you. If you're totally new to this channel, I warmly welcome you to this community. I'm an energy reader and this channel is all about tarot readings, channel messages, and connecting with the divine. So if you're new here, consider subscribing. If you're totally new to pick a card specific videos, all you have to do is pick a card here between 1, 2, and 3. Once you've chosen which pile will be yours today, go down to the description box below and click on the timestamp correlating to the number that you chose, and that is where your reading will start today. And without further ado, let's start with group number 1. Hello, pile number 1. How are we all doing today? I have switched up my layout a little bit because I'm just moving things around in the house and trying to get things done. So we're going to have to work with what we have, and we have this setup going on today so we can focus more on my voice and the message that's coming through and the lovely, beautiful cards that we'll be pulling out as well. So what do people notice most about pile number 1? Are you guys really cutthroat? You guys are like visionaries. You guys are really good at making friends and getting along with everyone. It sort of feels like this social butterfly kind of vibes I'm getting from you, pile number 1, that people notice that, first of all, well, you guys have like a really nice face. I'm noticing that as well. And the feeling I'm getting from what people notice about you is that you guys have a really beautiful face. And it's not so much like the aesthetics or what the beauty standards are in this day and age, is more so like the structure and the proportions of your face is really satisfying to look at. And most people notice that, okay, yeah, Page of Cups, that's always about making friends and sort of that ability to connect with other people with ease and grace. And you guys have that, pile number 1. King of Swords, you guys are able to just know what to say, know what to, like, you are fair, you are, you like to be kind, but also you like to make sure that, you know, what is said is true. You make sure you think things through is what I'm trying to say. You guys think things through and you really look at all sides of the story. You look at all perspectives. So you guys are quite level-headed people, I want to say. Whether you actually feel that or not, this is what people notice about you the most, is that you're level-headed. Just really, you always seem to know what to say, and you guys are really good with being graceful in social settings as well. You guys are visionaries. You guys have a lot of ideas. You guys are able to come up with really brilliant plans, and people love hearing about the ideas that you have. I almost feel like, though, sometimes you do overshare. That's something, that a thought that kind of comes to mind. Ooh, you have the Ace of Cups. So people notice that you guys have a really big heart. You guys are really caring. You guys are able to give and be generous and be kind. And that sometimes, unfortunately, is rare, I would say. And Ace of Cups is someone that has a lot to give, has their cup filled, and you guys have created that standard for yourself where you make sure that your cup is full first before you fill other people's cups. You guys are really good at making sure you're taken care of first, and then you have this overfilling, overspilling of water where you can fill other people up as well. And you do, in fact, fill other people up. You guys give people energy, and people feel quite energized by just being around you or existing in the same room as you. What do people notice about pile number 1? You guys have a really good impression on people because all of this is insanely positive. On top of that, people think you have everything you need. Whether you feel like that's true or not, this is just what people notice about you, and this is sort of the things that they think about you when they get an impression of you, or, you know, even people that have known you for a long time, this is how they see you, and this is what people notice the most about you, is that you have everything you could possibly need to make whatever plans and dreams you want to make happen. and that you're just really great with making friends, keeping friends, and being in social settings and being graceful, and just a person that has social grace. You guys have a lot of blessings. People feel like you always keep getting opportunities and blessings and miracles, and people wonder why and how you are able to be such a lucky individual. People feel like you guys have like the upper hand in life. You know, some people, you know, we all are born into this planet and we get what we get, and sometimes life is easier for some people, and some people it's a little bit of a different circumstance. And in your case, people feel like life has really blessed you. People feel like you're a really blessed individual. People are almost thinking they wish they had even half of what you had. They wish that they had even just half the opportunities that you have been given. And so with that being said, you know, they also feel like you don't fully really see all the opportunities that you get to have, and that what they've noticed that you've been given, and it's like, because it's so normal to you and your life, that it doesn't feel like a special thing to you, is what they notice, right? Whether this is true or not, if it really is your case or not, people feel like you almost take it for granted. It's just, you know, a small thought that comes to mind. It's not bad or good. It's just something that, you know, a lot of the times people like to think the grass is greener on the other side, and they feel like your side is way greener than theirs. It's sort of like that. And they do see that you guys are super hardworking, are dedicated to the cause, you're dedicated to your goals, you're dedicated to your mission, and people really respect and admire that about you. In terms of what they notice most about you as well, is that you guys really get things done. Not everything in life is handed to you in a silver plate. You know, there's this element of that in this reading that sort of points to that they feel like you are given so many things, and that life has truly blessed you and is continuously going to bless you, and you guys are just seemingly luckier than the average person, is how people see you. Although they do recognize, especially your close friends and family, they see you working hard, and you're a very dedicated individual. You guys have amazing work ethic, and you inspire people around you, the way you work and the way you get things done. So that's absolutely amazing. Yeah, the Knight of Swords, you guys are really fast at getting things done as well. People see that there's a lot of like getting things done energy happening with your reading, especially at this point of the reading. So it's almost like that Aries energy where they get things done really fast. It's that fiery sort of passion that moves them ahead and moves them forward in life. Yeah, again, more cards saying the similar thing, where you guys, even when they see you struggle, even when anyone notices you struggling, you're still able to complete the project, and that is highly respected. A lot of people at the stages that you've gone through, they oftentimes give up. A lot of people give up when they experience hardship or even unmotivation, you know, when they feel lazy or when they're or like any of those things. I don't want to get into the energy too much, but when people find themselves in those kind of muckier energies, they give up. But in your case, pile number one, people notice a lot in you that when things get rough, you still stick it out. People notice that you finish and complete things that you have started, and that is highly respected. Even when you feel like you are being truly tested by life and things are getting hard, people notice that you're able to make things so much better and you're able to come out of it stronger. So I feel like I'm tapping into more the closer inner circle people that are in your life. They truly notice that when you are faced with a trial or tribulation in life, you get back up on your feet, and people highly respect you in so many ways. The way that you turn over the page so gracefully, even though it might feel like it doesn't feel graceful, or it feels a lot different than what I'm saying to you right now. How people view you and their perspective of you and how they witness you go through hardships is that you're able to turn it into gold. Everything you touch, every hardship that you may have been faced with, you're able to turn it into gold and take something valuable out of it. It's like you really know how to transmute and transform energy from bad to good, whatever bad or good even means. There's no such thing as bad or good. It's just our human perception of our experiences and how we feel about what has happened in our life so far. It's just the balance of things. You're able to turn over the cycle from low to high, and you're able to just transform things and transmute things into something super productive and something super efficient as well. I don't know if that makes any sense. I'm just really channeling at this point, this energy again. So what do people notice most about pile number 1? Yeah, look at this. So you have 2 of Swords and 3 of Cups. You guys are able to just celebrate everything and anything. Like, you guys, it's like when it's raining outside, you guys are just dancing in the rain. There's something about you that people notice a lot about you, that people remember you for also sometimes, is that when something bad happens, you just bask in it. You don't put too much care in the world for this thing that's happened. You get it, that it's just a part of life. It's simply like life has ups and downs. You're human, everyone's human, and we all go through what we need to go through. We do need to have, you know, a time in our life where we are working quite hard, and you know, you do want to finish what you started, and you guys understand those fundamentals of life where you can't just start something and leave it to the side halfway done. You guys understand that things do need to complete its cycle, and sometimes and you do it so gracefully as well. Even when you are faced with anything that might seem of a challenge, you're able to just celebrate anyway and just get your friends involved and just have a good time. You're so good. People notice how good you are at making a bad situation into a really good situation, is what I'm trying to get at here. Pile number 1. Yeah, look at this, more celebration cards. You guys have quite a good group of friends, I would say, or colleagues, or whoever your kind of main circle is, or the first few people that come to mind. People, you're good at celebrating with them. You know, it doesn't matter what happens in life, as long as you have these amazing few people in your life that you celebrate with and that you can truly trust, and they're celebrating with you. They're, you know, allies. They're your people that are, you know, walking with you in every step of the way in life as well. And Spirit wants to say that they will be around in your life for a very long time. These people that you really feel like that you can trust, and that they truly do support you, and they really do support you, and they admire you, and they notice all these things that you go through, and yet you're still able to come out of it so gracefully and able to turn it into gold, essentially. So that is what people notice most about you, pile number 1. That is the reading I have for you guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in another video. Bye for now. Hello, pile number 2. How are we all doing today? I'm just moving things around in my offices, and you know, life is forever moving and changing. So we are using this setup today. We're just focusing on my voice and the cards today. So pile number 2. I'll probably alternate between this setup and my usual setup, because I really enjoy having my face there as well and connecting with you guys in that way through these pick a card readings. So we'll see what the mood is whenever I come down to filming these. Pile number 2. What do people notice most about pile number 2, Spirit? Wow, that is amazing. You guys are really patient. You guys are loving and caring and fortunate. People feel like you guys are fortunate individuals. People notice that you guys have what's going on with this energy? So giant lucky energy here. You guys have some kind of partnership, or maybe you guys are in a relationship, or you have maybe a really close friend, your best friend, whoever that person that comes to mind. People feel like you guys are really good partners, that you guys are so compatible for each other. Emotional withdrawal, interesting. So wait, let me pull a few more cards. Pile number 2, what do people notice? Oh, okay. So pile number 2, people notice most about you that you guys are, first of all, really patient people. You guys know and understand that good things take time to build up. People can see that you guys understand that in life, things don't just come out of the blue, out of nowhere. And so people respect you for that too. You know, like some people just want quick money or a quick relationship or a quick something. They just want something quick, but nothing in life truly happens quickly. Nothing really truly comes for free. You always have to put in energy for energy to come back to you. Nothing is truly passive. Nothing is truly given without any reciprocity. So, and people respect you for that. They see that and they notice that about you, is that you are a very effortful person. You guys put in effort. You guys are able to see what's good for you and what's not good for you, because they see you moving on from things, and people respect that about you as well, because some people kind of latch on to things and that they're not meant to latch on to, whereas when you see something that's not good for you, you move on very gracefully and you move on swiftly as well. You see the light and you're just going to walk towards it. You're not going to give it a second thought. I mean, yes, you're human and you do mourn over sadness and things that may have passed. And I feel pile number 2, you have gone through so much in life that has really tested you, and you've gone through a lot of hurt and a lot of pain. And because of that, pile number 2, you're able to now see these things and realize these things that are not amazing for you, and you're able to decipher what is actually good for you and what's not, because in the past you couldn't really see. You were just blindly trusting people and going into relationships, partnerships, or whatever ships, and just trusting it blindly and just taking their hand and literally trusting your life with them that maybe you shouldn't have. And so you've learned from those mistakes, you've learned from those experiences. I don't want to say mistakes, because there's always a reason for everything in life that happens, and there's always something to take away from it. And you've taken a lot away from these experiences, where now you're able to see what is light and what is dark, what's good for you and what's not so good for you. And that is why people notice you guys are so lucky now. It's not that you're lucky, it's more so that you've created this reality, you've manifested this life. Whether this is true or not, or if you're really experiencing this or not, people notice and are acknowledging that the reality that you've created for yourself, pile number 2, is this fulfillment of wishes, that you guys have so many things you possibly want and need. Look at this chest of gold. You guys have your money in order. You guys have your friends in order. You guys have your relationships in order. You are almost like a little bit of a god to some people's eyes. You guys are God and powerful and strong. You guys are like an incarnation of some kind of god. Why did I say that 3 times? So pile number 2, people like notice that a lot about you, is that you've created this beautiful life around you. Your home looks nice. You feel like you're just really put together as a person. When people see you or think about you, they just think of a well-rounded person that is level-headed, that has things, all your ducks in a row, and that you're quite organized, and that you have a lot of amazing things going for you. Pile number 2. Clarification card, please. What do people notice most about pile number 2? Okay, look, so you have a lot of amazing things going on for you, and people can notice that, and they see that from a mile away. And, you know, at the same time, people notice that you're highly emotional and that you have really gone through some insane relationships that have really rocked your world. And you've also rocked people's worlds as well, you know. I feel like there's two sides to these cards that I'm reading for you, pile number 2, that you guys are somewhat of heartbreakers, and you guys have emotionally broken some people in your life. Not that I don't feel like you meant it, it's just they weren't right for you and you were just trying to get away from it, and you're doing the best you can to not hurt their feelings, but also you need to, you know, honor your truth, and that's what you did. So that is that. And then for the other part of how I'm reading these cards and your energy is that people notice a lot that sometimes when you are going through your own trials and tribulations, your own sort of things that you might be working through, you're really good at compartmentalizing. That sounds like a trauma response, actually. So you guys are really good at compartmentalizing your pain and putting that aside sometimes. That does sound a little bit of like trauma response. So people notice that when it's time for you to get to work, you just get to work. And when it's time for you to enjoy yourself, you just go ahead and enjoy yourself. But when like when you're alone and when you're just kind of in your own time, you let out all that sadness. And I know this is something that maybe people can't exactly notice about you. It's more so that people energetically notice this about you, that you're good at separating and compartmentalizing the different aspects of life. And so this isn't good or bad. It's just something that people notice about you, is that you're good at doing that. You know, you're able to put, you know, focus on work when it comes to work. You're good at, you know, celebrating when it's time to celebrate, you know, with someone. I'm thinking like birthdays or, you know, stuff like that. But when it comes to like emotional work, you guys really let yourself just dive into the abyss of your emotions. And I see that people notice a lot about you is that you always come up, you always are able to get back up on your feet and be triumphant in your endeavors and in your life things. And people notice that you're able to come out as a better person in every case scenario. I feel like people notice that you are just you're a winning person. I'm seeing and hearing the word winning for you, pile number 2. People see you as a winning individual. Whether they notice you go through, you know, your emotional withdrawals, and, you know, everyone goes through hardships here and there. That's just totally normal. Everyone has these moments, and in your case, people notice that you do sometimes display that sadness sometimes, but also at the same time, like, you're able to conquer and overcome these episodes in your life, and people are like, wow, how did pile number 2 get over that person that fast? Like, how did she or he, how did pile number 2 overcome these seemingly difficult life situations and come out of it like literally a million times better? Like, this is a beautiful card. It's all shiny and gold and yellow and brilliant and amazing. You're just on this leaf of life with like a treasure of gold and amazingness. So people really respect and admire you for your ability to come out of things on top of everything and more. Like times 1,000, you're just so much better than where you were before your little hiccup in your journey. Pile number 2, what do people notice most about pile number 2? Interesting. So we earlier got this sort of pathfinding card, and you got another pathfinding card. So people see that you're I think people notice a lot about you is that you're always processing life, and you're always reiterating your reality, and you're always wondering what's the best path to take. People do notice that a lot about you, and that you're able to make the right choices in your life as well. You're always faced with choices. People notice that you're filled with opportunities. You're filled with so many directions that you can take in your life. And people see you having a lot of options. People notice that about you. You know, not everyone has the abundance of options and opportunities that you have, pile number 2. And people notice that you are just a successful and you're a successful person in that regards, that you have many things that you can choose to do. And look, again, look at all these imageries of like options. Look at all these pillars, all this light coming through. And people notice that sometimes you get overwhelmed by all these options. They do notice that about you as well. Pile number 2. Let's see. And it's almost as if like you're unable to choose what to do sometimes, but I feel like people, when they notice you finally making a decision, you're able to see the castle in the distance and be in the castle in the distance. Like once you decide, people notice that once you decide to do something, oh my God, you do it in such a grand way. You get things done so fast. So that's almost an advice coming through to you guys, pile number 2 from Spirit, is that once you make a decision in life, things will happen so rapidly that it's going to surprise you, and in good ways, blessings. And you know, life, once you make a decision in life, it's like things will come towards you like a vacuum. Like once you've made that internal decision, like this is what I'm going to do, life is just going to like be a vacuum effect of just coming right. Everything's going to rush towards you. Everything you could possibly need, the ideas, the energy, the momentum, the people, the resources, all of the above. I feel like you guys have that. Look, and we have a spiritual strength card. So that message in itself is a highly spiritual and metaphysical, energetic thing to talk about, because, you know, a lot of people, things don't exactly move forward fast in, you know, is because they haven't truly made that decision. So once you guys make a decision in life, pile number 2, Spirit is going to, like, Spirit is guiding you these days, and people can feel that strength in you. That's why we have this amazing card that came out as one of the first cards that came out. People can see the emotional and spiritual strength that you have within you, that you are able to conquer anything because you have Spirit by your side. Again, this is not exactly what people directly notice about you. It's more they notice this about you energetically as well. Okay, pile number 2. So that is the reading I have for you guys, and I hope you guys have an amazing day, and I'll see you in another reading. Bye for now. Hello, pile number 3. How are we all doing? We're just changing our setup here. I'm moving things around the house, and even I'm moving my life around a little bit. So we're going to work with this setup. We can focus more on my voice and the cards that come out. I love my usual layout, and I'm not doing that anymore. We're just going to do what I feel like doing when it comes down to filming. So pile number 3, what do people notice most about you? Let's see. Ooh, like literally, do you guys, okay, you know what? I'm jumping the gun. Let's pull out all the cards. Oh, that one flew out. That's good. Pile number 3, what do people notice most about pile number 3? Oh, I love your energy, and people love your energy too. You guys are action takers, and people, that is an extraordinarily refreshing energy to come across. Pile number 3, you guys are refreshing as heck to experience, to be friends with, to be partnered with in relationship or in the work environment. You guys just get things done, and people love that. So I wouldn't be surprised if you have pretty heavy fire placements, or in other cases, maybe heavy earth placements, because these two signs are very action oriented. fire signs love to get things done. When they want something, they will get it, and they will be impatient in getting that thing. They will literally go ahead and push everything aside, and anything and everything that might get in their way is in danger, basically. That's the fire sign energy, and people notice that about you, in that they just can't get in your way. If you want something, you are literally going to get it. And I say earth sign because earth signs are about the organization of things and making things come to life in the 3D material world, in our 3D tangible reality. And so these two elements working together is a very powerful powerhouse, I want to say. So that whole vibe is totally what people notice the most about you, whether you feel like this is true or not, because this is a reading about what other people notice about you, not how you actually are. So what do people notice most about pile number 3? Again, yeah, action taking. Okay, we addressed that. Live your purpose. So, I mean, that ties in a lot with, you taking action and you getting what you want, because you are highly passionate about what you are after, your projects, your projects, your goals, your ideas of your life. People notice that, and it's super inspiring to witness, because people see you living your passion and getting things done and making things happen. So you are truly living out your divine purpose, or so that's what people notice about you. The Moonstone is one of my favorite stones, and it's about divine intervention all the time, 24/7, divine intervention all the time, like non-stop, because living through your divinity and embodying your divine self, your higher self, is truly living your purpose. It is literally the definition of living your purpose, is to be living in your truth, in your authenticity of following your heart, following your soul, following the guidance of what feels right. And that's what people notice a lot about you as well. You really don't question why you want what you want. You're just gonna go get what you want. So you are able to, people notice that, this kind of a path, this kind of a whole thing that I'm describing to you, pile number 3, the way you're living and how people notice that you are living in this way, which is amazing, by the way, that you are really good at not being a micromanager, that you guys have loosened your grip of reality, because you understand that you can't control everything. You can control certain things, and you can, influence things, and you at the end of the day, as a human being, has free will, and so you can in fact change reality into whatever reality you want to live in. But the people notice that you're able to just let things flow and let things happen with grace and ease. And people love that about you too, because no one likes a micromanager, no one likes a controlling personality. Although, it's just something some of us like to do, but no one actually likes that. No one likes to be micromanaged, no one likes to be controlled. Living on someone else's expectations is quite an exhausting thing and so pile number 3, you're just the opposite of that. You have loosened your grip, and going with the whole pattern of the amazing individual that you guys are. You guys are risk takers, and it's calculated risks. It is divine Spirit has led you on this path of taking on these decisions that you've made, and you're able to change things up on the spot when you need to. Pile number 3. What do people notice most about you? Pile number 3. Yeah. So people notice that you guys, because this energy is so heavy on listening to your heart, and I feel like you guys are quite independent because you know exactly what's right for you, and you're able to move through life as a whole and complete person, and you know that and you feel that. or so that's what people notice about you. And so you spend a lot of time alone because you are like, doing all these things that you do takes a lot of energy, making things happen, taking risks, and welcoming change with big, open, warm arms of yours. And so you need this time for yourself to process life and to recharge. I wouldn't be surprised, pile number 3, if you're more introverted people, and people notice that about you, that you do need time to recharge, and that's totally normal. Or, you know, the other side of this card is that people noticed about you that you like to just go off on your own and you don't tell anyone what you're really doing, in a sense that it makes you kind of mysterious as well. There's this air of mystery around you, like, look, it's like dark and people don't really know what you're up to all the time because you have so many ideas, and you're able to see the light in the horizon. And metaphorically speaking, some people don't know how to navigate through this, you know, but you do. You know, it's kind of dark. People might go left, right, or like even go backwards sometimes, whereas in your case, you're able to see the light in the horizon and you go forward and you're calm and you're confident, and people notice that and respect you a lot in that sense, that you're able to do that and see that and make the changes in your life and continue to evolve and become better and better as a person. You're a lucky individual. You have the rabbit spirit. You guys are highly lucky individuals. People notice that good things continue to happen to you because you are, you know, making things happen. You guys are taking the risks that are necessary to take to experience the rewards that life that comes with that. You can't have all the wealth and abundance and amazing friendships and relationships by sitting on your couch. You are the opposite of that. You make things happen. You go out there, you welcome change. You are doing what you need to do. You're doing the inner work. You are doing all of the above. Like, you are so powerful of individuals. I feel like pile number 3 here, you guys are the absolute radiant sun that people look up towards. You guys are able to purify things, and I wouldn't be surprised if you guys are teachers of some sort, like spiritual teachers. You know, you guys have I wouldn't be surprised if you guys have a big following of some kind. You know, I feel like that message is for a select few, although I feel like even if you don't feel like you have a big following, you guys are meant to have a big following. You guys are meant to live a big life. You guys are meant to be in the public eye, or at least partially in the public eye, because you guys have that sort of energy around you where it's big, it's bold, it's different, it's forward thinking, it's forward moving for humanity. And so people can see that and notice most about you, that you guys are able to lead the way for many people. Yeah, you guys are diligent in what you do. You guys have an amazing energy. You guys are just winning at life. You guys are just doing life in so many amazing ways. You guys, that sounds really general, but you guys, look, you have these beautiful crops. You guys are making sure all your crops are taken care of. You have all your ducks in a row, and you have like all your crops are perfectly manicured, and I don't even know what it's called. Like, I've never worked a farm before, so you guys, like, everything just looks so prim and proper and just taken care of. You're taken care of. Your spiritual health is taken care of. Your mental health is taken care of. Your physical 3D, everything and anything that is in your whole existence feels like it's taken care of, or that's what people notice about you anyway. You know, they feel like you just have everything in order. They feel like you have your finances in order, your friendships, that you just have it all. You guys, pile number 3, people notice most about you is that you seem to have it all and you got things figured out, and you continue to, I mean, no one's perfect. They see you evolving and changing in amazing and unique ways, pile number 3. So that is the reading I have for you guys, pile number 3. Oh my god, I just pulled another card randomly, and again, just beautiful cards after beautiful cards. Look, you are that leading bird there that is leading the whole pack. You guys are outstanding individuals in a lot of people's eyes. So that is the reading. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in another reading. Bye for now.